continue browsing Ashley Ray's theory concerning Burke and John Ramsey, something that caught John Andrew Ramsey's attention on Twitter. But first, a recap. If you remember, in episode 1, we analyzed Ashley Ray's theory, which questioned the intruder narrative in the JonBenet Ramsey case. She highlighted inconsistencies like Burke's fingerprints on a pineapple bowl, of course the ransom note, and family's actions. She argued for the family involvement. Particularly, she was focused on implicating Burke and John Ramsey, allegedly. And her theory sparked widespread attention when John Andrew Ramsey publicly dismissed it, using backing from some sort of court document or something of that nature about James Kohler. We also tried to look at some evidence very briefly that could sort of disprove the intruder theory, according to Ashley. Things like the undisturbed cobwebs at potential entry points, no signs of forced entry, and the domestic traces of pineapple and the urine stains. The lengthy ransom note and the Ramseys' behavior also raised further doubts about an external perpetrator, which possibly suggested internal involvement instead. In the following episode, we discuss Ashley's dismissal of the stun gun theory. She argued the marks on JonBenet's body likely came from a toy or a household object and pointed to the lack of forensic evidence like residue or burns. She viewed this theory as sensationalized misinformation that distracted from more plausible explanations within the household. And in episode 3, we reviewed the Netflix documentary Cold Case, Who Killed JonBenet Ramsey. Ashley criticized its portrayal of the intruder theory, arguing that it downplayed evidence suggesting family involvement. Critics of the documentary also noted its lack of new insights and its oversimplification of complex investigative details, which fueled debates but offered little resolution. And with this foundation laid, we now turn to Ashley Ray's analysis of the DNA evidence in the JonBenet Ramsey case. The presence of unidentified male DNA on JonBenet Ramsey's clothing has been a focal point in the investigation, often cited by proponents of the intruder theory. Ashley's theory questions the rationale behind an intruder wiping the body to remove the DNA traces, stating, why would an intruder wipe the body if they were concerned about leaving DNA? Why not just take the body? This perspective challenges the logic of an intruder meticulously attempting to remove evidence, yet leaving behind critical DNA traces and the body itself. In 2008, then District Attorney Mary Lacey announced that DNA evidence found on JonBenet's clothing did not match any family members, leading to their formal exoneration. Lacey stated, the match of male DNA on 2 separate items of clothing worn by the victim at the time of the murder makes it clear to us that an unknown male handled these items. This development shifted the focus toward the possibility of an unidentified intruder. However, the interpretation of this DNA evidence is contentious. Forensic pathologist Michael Baden noted, trace amounts of DNA can get on places and clothing from all different non-suspicious means. There is no forensic evidence to show that this is a stranger murder. This suggests that the DNA could have been transferred through incidental contact, not necessarily by the perpetrator. Further complicating matters are advancements in DNA analysis that have revealed the presence of genetic markers from multiple individuals on the evidence. A report indicated that new forensic analysis with more sensitive techniques revealed that the original DNA contained genetic markers from 2 individuals other than JonBenet. This multiplicity raises questions about the DNA's origin and its relevance to the crime. If you remember, in a previous video on DNA, we explored this contentious and enduring debate surrounding the unidentified male DNA found on JonBenet Ramsey's clothing. We discussed the fact that, though limited, its presence did raise questions about contamination, secondary transfer, and deliberate staging. We discussed its location on her undergarments and long johns as well. Experts suggest that DNA might be a mixture, complicating its utility in identifying a perpetrator and criticizing former DA Lacey for prematurely exonerating the Ramsey family, according to 9 News. So, to summarize, while the unidentified male DNA initially seemed to support the intruder theory, Ashley's theory shows that its ambiguous nature and the potential for innocent transfer diminishes its conclusiveness. Thus, her skepticism about an intruder's actions, combined with expert opinions on DNA transfer, suggests that this evidence may not definitively indicate the presence of an unknown assailant. That's the video. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. And until next time, take it easy.